So I get a lot of estheticians ask me, what do I mean about, no menu? And the whole no menu idea is making sure that you're using words like customize for your facial services. A lot of us get caught up from school not understanding that we don't necessarily have to offer 17 different treatments. We can really just offer one treatment and customize it for each client. Now, there's a difference between facials and treatments, okay? So we have peels, we have microdermabrasions, and we have all of our kind of toys. We have LED, micro, all of those things. What my focus has always been is making sure that I customize my service, but I have just one price. Loyalty builds when you have customers know that you care about them and their skin. The way you do that very quickly is you customize every service, meaning they can't go to anyone else. They literally have to come back to you because every treatment is going to be different. You're basing it off of what's going on in their skin right now. That's how you get to the point where your clients know that, one, they come to you. Two, you're always going to customize it for them. And three, you are actually helping their skin. We can all slap products on our face. We can all cleanse face. We can all do that. It's the connection that you have to make. And by making that, you have to really make each individual client feel like they are only coming to you. You are the only one that knows how to treat their skin because every time they come to you, it's customized. The other part of it too is once you start to customize your services, then you move into the whole private label. I'm always going to go that. So you have your skincare line that's customized to your customers again. So you're not only giving them customized services that they can only come to you, you're also giving them products that they can only buy from you. That's how you build your empire, if that's what you're wanting to do. But when you are looking at doing your service menu, number one, take the services that are the most popular that you feel comfortable with and that you know you can customize to. Because what I found when I say this all the time with estheticians who call me, sometimes you guys don't know what the difference is between, alpha hydroxys and beta hydroxys, or what the difference is when you should use a peel and when you should not use a peel. Why enzymes can be used way more than peels. Peels typically you're only doing in the wintertime, winter, fall. So if you're peeling someone in the spring and summer, you're defeating the whole purpose of peels. The other thing is too, remember what kind of peel you're using. Are you using a lactic? Are you using sal? Are you using a glycolic? Typically, glycolics need to be paired with the vitamin. So you make sure everything that's going with the glycolic is getting to the dermis. Anti-aging is great with glycolic, but then you can mix it up with lactic. So, that is a whole different periscope about talking about when you should peel, when you should use enzymes, but also what is the purpose that you're doing them? You shouldn't just be putting things on people's skin because you think that's the thing to do. So when you start looking at customization of each treatment, you actually have to know what you're talking about. You have to know the products that you're using. You have to understand skin and what it does in the skin. Because I've had that situation where I've had customers say, I can't afford, to buy your skincare treatments. What would be the best thing to use over the counter? After I fix my face, because I'm always going to fix my face and be like, okay, so you'd rather spend a couple $100s in here and then go home and use junk. Okay, so if you're going to do that, then you need to understand that you're really throwing everything that you've done in my bed away. You just basically threw that money away because this is a one-time thing. You're going to go home, and if you come back in 4 weeks, you're just going to use junk. It's going to be a cycle. So let's get off the cycle. I think peels are so confusing to people because, again, it's based off of the client's skin reacting. Well, the reason we do peels, okay? The reason we want to do peels is we want to exfoliate dead skin, and then also the skin under that dead skin layer that's kind of in the process of coming off. We all know our skin cell cycle. We're trying to speed that up a little bit. But what a lot of us do is we get clients that come into our bed and say, I want to peel, I want to tingle. And then we say, oh, okay, I can tingle you. But we don't understand. There's prep that's involved. For my skin type, I have to use some kind of skin lightener. I got to use something to do my melanin suppressant. I got to do something that's going to, make sure that when I do put something on my skin, that it's going to actually be successful. The other side to it as well is that you can get the same effect as a peel faster with enzymes than you can with actually alpha hydroxy or beta hydroxy peels. So I'm a big fan of enzymes because enzymes, I can even add in a little bit of my lactic and I can still get that same response and not have to worry about, so much prep. I don't have to worry about any kind of after effect because a lot of our clients will go outside and not realize that a SPF 15 is a big difference between SPF, 58. So I think if you have those peels and it's all great, and I know you've made that investment, darling, I think it's hard to put a client in a box. I think part of it is we also have to always remind ourselves that we have to go back to the basics. We have to understand chemical, we have to understand mechanical, we have to understand all of the different types of exfoliation, put it in a specific manner based off of the client's skin type. You're always going to do that. So part of the reason why my way of doing facials is so specific, not only one is based off of the training that I got in school, because my instructors were not American. They were both from Europe, and in Europe they go way over. It's 2 years, just to become an esthetician. So I got a lot of training that I shouldn't say normal, but everybody, now would never get. I had a very unique education because my instructors who did our facials were both from Europe. Their ideal on aesthetics is very different. They give us more skin histology. And I'm very fortunate. While I was going through it, I hated it. But looking back on it, when I came out of beauty school, I was able to get a job and be extremely successful and extremely confident because of that training. So I think part of it is that I have an understanding of skin that is completely different than most estheticians because I was taught that way from the very beginning. The other part of it is that I'm always continuing to extend my education on different types. But if you guys ever join me with my masterminds next year, it'll be my live masterminds. I do one day on skincare and one day on waxing. I will be going and doing what we're doing now, but a little bit more in depth, but really breaking it down to get you to understand that you can really utilize what you have in your room, and you can also get very basic and not have to spend a lot of money. Always continue your education. Yeah. Even brands do have something new to learn, but remember, brands are always going to go back to what they are selling. Yeah, I love cash. I wish that we would have the mindset of our nail sisters who have all these nail shops everywhere because they do cash. And tell them, no card. Matter of fact, they got ATMs in their business. How do you get your clients to convert to cash? I don't offer credit card. Credit cards are high, and Visa and MasterCard are not, hurting. If they don't get my money, they gonna make their money. At the same time, though, if you understand and your clients understand that a lot of them really they're fine with it. I do, though, offer, because I do still ship my products to my clients. I do offer them because I'll send them a PayPal invoice so they can pay cards that way. So that I do offer. I will offer that on retail because my retail markup will cover the cost of the fee. I want the service, though, is my money. I want that. I want my service money. Retail money, I can mark it up enough to cover up the fee that costs for the credit card. So I don't mind doing that, especially for my clients who just, they love the fact that I send it to them. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys do have menus. So those of you who are having menus and you're looking at the first of the year to kind of change and revamp things, I hope I'm sparking some kind of excitement for you to kind of really change how you do your business. And that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm old school. Easy is better. Again, remember, all the things that you try to get underneath your belt, your clients don't understand. What they are coming to us for is basic. They want results. They want to walk in one way and walk out another way, feeling like they're brand new. They want to see that they're brand new. They want us to get there. They don't care how we get there. Problem is we get in the mentality of thinking we have to get bigger and better, not understanding that you can really maximize you if you had help that wasn't doing what you do. Here's the thing, and I always talk about dentists, and a matter of fact, I was just at the dentist today with my fiance, but dentists have dental assistants, okay? Some of them will bring in another dentist, but their practice has to be busting to the point where they have no room for anybody and they turn people away more than once. But they have dental assistants, which means that they, as dentists, have their job. The dentist has his job. His assistants assist the dentist. Then they have the receptionist. Then they have the office manager. We don't run our businesses that way. What we do is we try to be everybody, okay? We try to be the receptionist, the janitor, the esthetician, the therapist, the waxer, the shoulder that people cry on. You know, we don't understand that. And yes, they live in their chairs, absolutely. But yet the concept is that you have assistants, not saying that they do your job, but they assist you so that you do your job better.